तो चलिए अब हम शुरू कर रहे हैं हमारी जो आज की डिस्कशन है वो शुरू करते हैं। तो फ्रेंड्स, let us start with understanding, the last couple of खासतौर पे पोस्ट कोरोना के बाद में तो many of the students community, uh, be it working professionals or be it independent students doing MBA or any other allied courses, चाहे वो ग्रेजुएट हो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट हो, जैसे BA BCom BBA करने वाले स्टूडेंट्स हो या फिर MBA करने वाले स्टूडेंट्स हो, किसी भी यूनिवर्सिटी से, किसी भी जो है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से, when they are pursuing their MBA, when they are doing their course, तो उस समय जो है दे हैव लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स। वो हमेशा ये चाहते हैं, इनके माइंड में ये चलता रहता है कि क्या मैं अलग से कोर्स कर सकता हूँ, व्हाट अदर कोर्सेज कैन आई डू सो दैट मुझे जो है मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट हो सके, टू improve the credibility of the CV. That is the purpose behind doing the course. So considering that, and they are always people, students, many students are always in the confusion कि कहाँ से करें, किस टाइप का कोर्स करें, अच्छा रहेगा नहीं रहेगा, how to choose. So instead of directly telling you कि this is good course and this is bad course, this is not so good course, I think that won't be right from my perspective, because there are hundreds of courses and there are thousands of people to do those courses, and everybody, every single individual has his or her own way of एक background होता है उसका, एक educational, they have their own educational qualificational background, they have their own academic background in terms of marks and performance and subject choices, also in terms of financial capacity, in terms of time that they have, that they can dedicate or denote to in pursuing these courses. So considering all these things need to be done, directly it is very difficult. It won't be correct on my part to tell you to do this course or do that course. Okay, standardly we can't do that. So today what I'm going to discuss with you is I'm going to tell you around 9 to 10 different parameters जिसके basis पे you need to consider while you choose upon and finalize which course you should do and all those aspects. So let us start with the first aspect. So these 9, 10 points, I would advise you, and this is my personal recommendation, that you need to consider each one of them very seriously before deciding about whether you should go for the course or not. Because the offerer of the course, whoever it is offering, be it an IIT or an IIM or a private institution or a company, because nowadays many companies are also offering courses, or it is any other, foreign university, any other premium institution, any university. Because in this online world, wherein many people are doing different types of offering different types of whether be from including from Harvard Business School to London School of Economics to Stanford, everybody nowadays is going for offering different types of courses. Okay, so things that you need to take into consideration while accepting which course you should go for. The first thing that you should consider is who is the certification body. So there can be different types of certification bodies. There could be private institutions. What is their ranking? What is their credibility? That is a very, very significant role. Okay. Is it a state government that is offering the course? Is it a central governing body? For example, MHRD, AICTE, UGC, or any other central body? Are they offering that course, or it's a national level, like for example, NIT or any other government national level institution that they are offering? Then there are other categories also. For example, IIT's courses offered by IITs and IIMs. Okay, so these bodies are also there. They are also offering the courses, and simultaneously there are foreign players also, foreign universities also, who are offering courses.
So first thing you have to check it out. Who is this governing body who is offering the course? So is it if the credibility of the private institution or private organization uh, cannot be as that much as the IITs and IIM. And this is a very generic statement that I'm making. Again, there may be exceptional some organizations, private institutions who are very good and they are doing an excellent job. Well, that's a different matter. I'm giving you generic perceptions. Okay, so the preference should be generally right. Again, it varies from course to course also, but in general, I would always recommend to go for national or IIT and IIM courses for specifically for Indian students. Okay, that is very, very important for you. Uh, Doing it from IITs comparatively will be less expensive. That expense part I will come slightly later. Okay. Uh, so doing from IITs and IIM specifically for an Indian student is going to be very, very helpful. Second, now I'll come to other reasons also. Second, I will come to this point why I say it's helpful that I will come to slightly later. Now I talk about the second point. The second point is about the course duration. How long is the course? So you can check it out. If you search the internet, you will find that there are bodies who are offering courses from 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, till 2 years. There are organizations or institutions who are providing it for 3 to 4 years also, but I'm not talking about those exceptional organizations. In general, you will find it from 2 weeks to 2 years. Now, whole range is now available today. And it becomes really very difficult for a pursuer, a student, be it a fresher or an experienced guy, what to take and what to leave. So sometimes that becomes a very, very tricky situation. So course duration plays a very, very significant role. Now I will tell you what are the comments again I would say I'm making is a very general one. It is not related to any specific course. Uh, some courses may vary with whatever I'm saying, and that is absolutely okay. That's I'm fine. In general, what happens is this 2 weeks, 3 weeks course, there, they are so-called as fast moving consumer kind of a things, 2 minute noodles kind of courses. So, as compared to slightly longer or lengthier courses, their credibility will be comparatively lesser. You can consider them as refresher courses. You can consider them as basic elementary courses to give you just a brush up kind of thing. Okay. So these are the 2 weeks, 3 weeks courses are like that only. That is how they are introductory overview kind of a course. How much you yourself can think about how much can information or knowledge can they give in 2 weeks duration of time. Again, as I said, it varies from topic to topic and construct to construct and various other aspects also. As compared to that, courses, so those who are 4 months, 5 months in general, they will be slightly more rich courses. And 6 months courses are very, very common and standard thing, 6 to 8 months. Then there are full-time courses also ranging from 1 to 2 years. They are also equally good. Again, the longer will be the duration. Automatically, you can understand it will be more expensive, things like that. Okay, so course duration plays a very, very important role. What you have to see is how much time can you spend. You want it immediately, then 2 weeks will be better. You want a refresher kind of thing, then 3 weeks, 4 weeks will be a better. आपके पास टाइम कितना है ठीक है ना because every type of product is available. 2 minute noodle is also available, and full buffet dinner is also available. It depends. What is your requirement? Accordingly, you have to choose. So, based on your objective, you have to choose. You cannot decide this based on any other thing. What is the objective of pursuing? Accordingly, you choose whether you should do a 2 week or a 6 week or an 8 week or 2 year thing. It is always good from my perspective to ask. Take the advice of a faculty in that area, whoever uh, from a premium institution. Premium, I mean from any state level, very reputed state level university or college. or from any IIT or IIM or from university professor. They will give you very good guidance. Now you can raise a question here, "Ki, sir, I don't know anybody." Well, LinkedIn is there for that, isn't it? So you get connected to good professors. You connect with 10, at least one will respond to you. Take some time. Don't be in a hurry to pursue your course. That will be really very dangerous because your hard-earned money is going to get involved in this. And more important than money, your time, which is the most valuable thing, is going to be invested in that, right? So it's always good to go to a guru, right, in that area, okay, and take his or her advice in pursuing the course. So course duration is the second aspect. Now we come to the third aspect, which we referred to it as whether multiple type format of courses are there. Some courses are self-paced or self-learning kind of course. So in that type of courses, what happens is that video lectures are made available to you. You get access to those through the internet, video lectures, and you study it on your own, and then the course is over. There can be exams, there may not be exam. Again, it depends. If it's a short course, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week kind of a course, they may not have exam. But if it's a long one, they may have an exam. Again, that depends from course to course. So now, what is the difference? The difference is that, and then there are, second is a live course. Live courses are there, like, for example, I'm interacting with you live. So you directly talk to the faculty, learn from the faculty, ask questions, queries, your doubts, and everything to the faculty uh, live. So you listen to the faculty live, okay? So that is a live course, 100% of that. So there is 100% live courses. Of needless to say, if it is live, it will be expensive until unless someone is sponsoring it. Like the government of India, sometimes subsidized courses are also there, which is very less, but times they may be available if you are lucky. So then there is a third format, which is referred to as a hybrid mode. Majority of the basic concepts there will be, let's say, video based, and some of them can be live. So considering that, okay, what we say, uh, based on these things, you have to decide, because again, if it is fully live, right? If it is fully, direct interaction with the student, then it will be uh, generally expensive course. If it is hybrid mode, it may be somewhere in mid between. And if it is video based, then it will be generally they are slightly cheaper. Cheaper in the sense उसका कम खर्चा है course है 1000 2000 5000 you get it, because the offerer doesn't have any stake. Videos are uploaded, you just watch it, and you do it on your own. That's why they are called as self-paced courses, right? So what is the difference? If you have any doubt or direct guidance or direct, that is not possible in the video based courses. But for routine courses, refresher courses, short courses, that is okay. Or your budget is less, than that is okay. It's fine. Again, it depends upon your capability of paying for the course. You can pay. If you ask me, sir, which one should we go for? Well, I will always say, if you can afford, you should go for live. Again, you can't go for hybrid. If you can't even that, then go for video. So it's like that. Okay. So that is about the type, nature. Okay. Now we come to the fourth aspect, which is whether there will be exam after doing that course or not. I see in some of the courses that I offer, students are really scared of when we talk about that there will be exam. They're just be scared of. I simply don't understand. The teachers are not there to, fail you, right? The teachers are there to evaluate. That's just an evaluation. Now, what will happen if you don't give a exam, and what will happen if you give an exam and pass the exam? Technically speaking, and again, as I said, this is a very generic way of I'm answering it. What happens when you do a course and when you give an exam? You get certificate of success. You have successfully completed the course. That is what it means. Whereas if you just pursue the course and don't give any exam, just for the sake of, you get a certificate, wow, wow, you have attended it, so you get the certificate. You get certificate of participation, isn't it? That's the difference. Participation is one thing, successfully clearing it is another. Then for that, if you want to successfully clear, the hurdles have to be cleared. Then you have to give the exam, you have to study. That is the purpose, right? So don't be scared unnecessarily of exams. Take it head on. I'm sure you will be very well able to do it. That's what you are doing the course for. You should also know where you stand. And generally, I have seen what I have heard about from different participants, what I have heard about my colleagues, faculty colleagues, as well as industry colleagues. Online, these courses are not so difficult to pass because the intention is to pass, right? Generally, okay? Why? Because they are all skill development based courses. The organizer, the government, everybody wants that more and more people should be skilled and more people should be talented so that they can contribute more and more to the nation, right? So remove this fear from the mind that if you do the course, there is a chance of a negative things, negative, okay? If you do it, I'm sure you will clear it. There is no doubt about it, okay? Now, the fifth point that you need to consider is your background. Very important aspect. Your background, academic background, I'm talking about, cultural background, I'm talking about, right? Some students are from the regional language background, be it Hindi, be it Bengali, be it, Tamil, Telugu, this and that, okay? So that is one thing. Secondly, some people are scared of statistics and maths. Okay, what is your background? That plays a very, very, very important role. Okay. Now, some courses are maybe directly related to your area of expertise or your area of preference in which your career you are making. Whereas some courses may be parallel or slightly deviated or slightly unaligned, and you have to align it. And some courses may be totally different. I'll give an example to explain you. Let's say a person who has done, three students are there. One is, let's say, doing a course who is a literature background and wants to pursue a course in HR analytics or data analytics. Then this course, then the course will be totally different. So the person will have to give much, much, much more efforts because they have to learn from zero. Okay, it's not impossible. There is nothing that is impossible, but the efforts will be much, much more. There is a second candidate who is from, let's say, psychology background, applied psychology background, sociology background, right? Now, if they pursue a course in analytics, be it HR analytics, data analytics, operations analytics, all those, not operations, data and all this, they may find partially comfortable, partially not comfortable because HR subject is different, marketing subject is different, uh, data analytics subject is different. So they have to learn. They may know some things because in psychology there is some background of analysis. So they may have in some places they may be comfortable, and in some places it may be uncomfortable. So they have to learn or acquire a lot of skills. And third people are those who have an HR background, for example. Those who are graduation, they have done MCOM with HR specialization or BBA with HR specialization, BCom, or MBA with HR or MMS, all those things are there. And then they pursue an analytics course in HR. Or let's say a marketing guy is an MBA marketing is pursuing a marketing analytics. Or operations guy, MBA operations, supply chain, they are doing a course in, let's say, operations analytics or SCM and analytics, these kind of courses. For them, this is a perfect combination because they already know the subject. They have to just brush it up. So that's why I'm saying, if you don't have a background and you want to go for it, again, there are two categories of students here. One who are young, fresher, and one who are slightly experienced. Let's say you are an IT professional with an IT background, and now you are thinking to shift to HR, or you thinking to shift to marketing and do marketing analytics. Uh, you will have certain advantage as compared to the freshers that you have some industry exposure. So for you, understanding behavioral dynamics won't be so difficult. But some places you will have issues because you don't know the subject. So for you, the subject will be start from zero. Okay, so that is the thing that you have to cope up with. Secondly, when we are talking about those who are freshers, for them it will be a new thing to learn from the scratch. They will have to learn everything, right? So that is the second point of thing that needs to be understood to you guys. Okay, now we talk about uh, the background is that if you don't have statistics or mathematics, you have to check it out. Okay. Because, for example, let's say you want to pursue an analytics course, any analytics, operations analytics, supply chain analytics, marketing analytics, HR analytics, or any recruitment analytics, anything. Analytics means that there will be some amount of numbers. That is what analytics means. What? Analysis with technology. Analysis किस चीज का? Data. What data? Number. Data means what? Numbers, right? There can be qualitative data also, but qualitative data is not what we are talking about here. We are talking about quantitative data. Analytics is about quantitative data by and large, generally. Okay. So if you know statistics, you have some inclination towards statistics, things will be comparatively easier. But if you do not know, you will have to acquire. Now, here there is a what do you say? A trick or a tip that you need to understand. There are some courses where the faculties take assumption that you don't have a statistics background or a mathematics background, or you don't have so much of, you know, love for statistics or mathematics. So if those people do analytics course, that type of analytics course, then they become successful. But let's say you want to do an analytics course from, let's say, London School of Economics, be it video based, or chances of success reduces. Why? They will be giving it lots of masala in it, analytics masala, statistical masala in it. There is a high chance, right? So my advice to my younger brothers and sisters would be, if you do not have inclination, or there are many people who don't are not so much comfortable with statistics or mathematics. There are many students, and khas taur pe many HR people are there who don't have an affinity or an inclination towards numbers. So there's nothing to worry. There are many courses from premium institutions who understands this aspect, and they have designed their course accordingly, right? So you have to talk to those people and find out whether it is a must, or they will be considering that from zero they are going to start, with the least amount of complications, statistical complications involved. Okay, that is how you can take care of it. I know a lots of such institutions, but here is not the place right now. It's not the place to talk about all those things. Okay, in some other forum, some other platform, or some other time, if you ask for, I can share all those information. Then we talk about capacity to absorb the knowledge. Right, that's again a very important aspect. You as an individual, right? See, जैसे मैंने बताया, as I told you, there are multiple courses, multiple things happening at the same time. There is cheap courses also, medium courses also, expensive courses also. Question is, मतलब देखिए, shop में सब कुछ मिलेगा आपको. Can you digest it? Right. So you may, that's what I said, if you can't digest statistics too much, don't go for such a course, even if it's the most beautiful, because for you, it won't be beautiful. It will be ugly. Why to go for ugly things and get demotivated, right? So first you understand your capacity. पहले खुद को समझिए. Can I digest it? Go through the, पता कैसे चलेगा? Go through the syllabus ना. From going the syllabus, talk to the concerned faculty directly or indirectly through social networks or organizer. If not faculty, to the organizer. Does it involve too much of statistics? Does it not involve? What kind of support they have? Do they provide guidance? How they can do? ये video based courses में संभव नहीं है. It's not possible. Okay. This is possible in long term courses only. Video में तो भूल जाइए. और जो other type of courses that which is a hybrid course, उसमें भी difficult है, because in hybrid means there will be 70 to 80% video and 2-3 sessions जो है live. So what can the faculty do in 2-3 live sessions? It's very difficult. It is largely possible in the fully live courses only. That's why they are expensive. You have to understand that. Okay. So in live courses also, check it out, because you are going to invest your hard-earned money, right? So it's absolutely okay if you approach the organizing body, whoever is organizing it, right? And request them to know whether it involves too much of analytics, that is statistics, be it, because you have two problems to handle. One, statistics, and the second is technology. Whatever technology will be involved. Okay, so two things at one same time. We all understand. It can be difficult for a person who doesn't have, likeness or, love for numbers. So आप उनसे बात करें. There is no harm in talking. मैं तो हमेशा, अगर आपकी जगह मैं रहूंगा तो I will always talk to them and ask कि भाई बहुत ज्यादा statistics है क्या? Will the faculty do a hand holding? Right? I'm sure many of the courses, at least हम तो ऐसा जरूर करते हैं जब भी हम अपने courses float करते हैं. We assume, I can talk about myself. Uh, I cannot comment about anyone else. I take it into consideration कि my students are very poor in statistics. Okay, उनको नहीं पसंद. They may be engineers, but नहीं पसंद है तो नहीं पसंद है, बात खत्म. Okay, तो उनको कैसे सिखाया? तो फ्रॉम जीरो से उनको सिखाया जाएगा और उतना ही दूर तक लेके जाया जाएगा जहां तक वो डाइजेस्ट कर सके. ज्यादा देने से बदहजमी हो सकती है, तो उतना क्यों करना? देखो जहां तक ले जा सकते हैं ले जाना. ठीक है, दैट इज द रोल ऑफ अ टीचर, दैट्स द रोल ऑफ द ट्रेनर ना, कि भाई उतनी ही गहराई तक लेके जाए जहां तक बच्चा संभाल पाए. ज्यादा देके क्या फायदा, वेस्ट होगा खाना. ठीक है. सो अकॉर्डिंगली ये तो दिस इज, well, this is my perception. It may vary from person to person, organizer to organizer. Some people love statistics. They like to play with numbers like anything. Well, आप पहले पता लेंगे. If you also enjoy that, then it's a very good assimilation. Otherwise, you should know how much is the level that it is going to be taken. That's why I say आपको अपनी capacity और course में ले जाने वाली depth, they should match. If it matches, course will be very good for you. If it doesn't match, थोड़ा सा ये हुआ. अगर कम हुआ, you may feel अरे यार मजा नहीं आया. ज्यादा हो गया, आप stressed हो जाओगे. ठीक है. You have to know that. So that's why I say your capacity to absorb the technology, the content, the content of the course. ठीक है. Then another important aspect, that is the seventh important aspect, is the level of commitment that you can give to the course. Because there are freshers who are doing their graduation or post graduation. There are working professionals. आपका दायरा बहुत ज्यादा है ना स्टूडेंट का. Some people, let's say, जो बंदा सुबह 9 या 10 बजे is going to the office and is working till 9-9:30, घर आते आते ट्रैवल करके 10 बज जा रहा है. बताइए आप कितना कमिटमेंट हो दे सकते हो फॉर ऑनलाइन कोर्सेस, इवन इफ इट इज वीकेंड्स. यू डोंट हैव टाइम. Accordingly, please choose the course, right? Or if you think that no, nothing doing, karna hai, if I have to do it, I will do it. If you have strong commitments, because I have both categories of students. One, both of them are, let's say, assuming there are people who are pursuing their PG or at times graduation, and they are doing this online course. पीजी कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स उनका मिड टर्म, मिड सेमेस्टर एग्जाम, शॉर्ट टर्म एग्जाम, उनका बहुत सारा tests and all those things are simultaneously going. They are doing a different syllabus, studying up here. Yeah, this is another extra subject, so they have to do that. Working professional, pura din they are working, and then in the evening they come and they are pursuing this course. So what is your level of commitment, that no matter what happens, karunga to karunga, I will do it at any cost, no matter. Because see, थोड़ा तकलीफ तो आपको भी उठाना पड़ेगा, isn't it? ऐसा नहीं है कि इट इज इजी थिंग, बिकॉज यू आर हैंडलिंग टू थिंग्स एट अ टाइम। यहाँ एक चीज को संभालने में इट रियली बिकम्स पेनफुल। you are committing to handle two things, so definitely it will require a higher level of commitment. ठीक है, so that is the seventh point, that only go for the course when you are damn sure कि कम वॉट में मैं पूरा करूंगा, छोड़ूंगा नहीं बीच में, पोस्टपोन नहीं करूंगा। I am suffering pain, but I'm ready to take it, but I will do it at any cost. And those people are only, is what I have seen, they become successful. बाकी लोग they only collect the certificate, फिर उसका एरोप्लेन बना के उड़ाते बैठेंगे, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा। ठीक है, तो commitment is very important, because provider will provide it. Can you take it? You can't take it. Wait for some time. When you are confirmed, when you are strong enough to accept that, yes, I'm going to do it. Now, no matter what happens, I'm going to do it. Okay. Then comes the timing aspect. When will you do it? Chota sa aspect hai. Morning hours, evening hours, check out of that. It should match, whether it is weekend program, weekday program, evening program. Is it matching with your timing? You register for the course and then you come to know, and then you think that somehow I will manage, and then problem starts. So date, time, schedule, ये सब चीजें you should know before registering for the course, so that once you register it, there is no looking back. Okay. Ninth aspect is about, and the most important aspect that you need to keep on thinking about, keep on, the most important you can say is the amount of fee. What is the charge? As I said in the very beginning, if the course is a short term, let's say 2 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, it will be, generally they are less expensive. If it is video based, self-paced, then it will be again less expensive, right? If it is uh, offered by premium institutions of national importance, they will be expensive. There is no doubt about it. If they are live courses, they will definitely be expensive. It is not that private institutions or private organizations do not offer good courses. No, it's not like that. I don't believe that. They can offer it. But what about the credibility of their certificate? That's very important. Even if they take the rigorous exam, their credibility is many times get questioned by your employer. ये कहाँ से course करते हैं? Where have you done this course from? I don't know this place. What is its relevance? This and that. Then you have to justify a lot to convince. So why, if you can afford, I would always advise, do it from the premium institutions. थोड़ा सा expensive होगा, but that's very good. Same is the case with exam also. Always choose course which gives you, there is an exam. Because one important reason, most of the government jobs that you apply for, if you are fresher or if you are a little bit 2-3 years of experience, then why to block the way of running away from government jobs? Like government jobs hai, to apply kijiye. Then these certifications, generally, those who are conducted by IITs, IIMs, or national institutes, premium institutions recognized. I'm talking about the government of India, right? These courses, and if they are live, they are recognized. And if you have given an exam, they are considered generally, okay? if they are relevant, if they are related to the same, if they are relevant, they are recognized. You get a benefit of the doing this course because you have given an exam, because you have done it from an, let's say, IIT or an NIT or an IIM or a state level reputed institution, or let's say MHRD course or a UGC or an AIC. They are all recognized ones. Their courses are also recognized by them. तो ऐसी जगहों से करिए. IIT IIMs तो there is no doubt about it. इनका तो बहुत ज्यादा हाई वैल्यू किया जाता है. बट अगर एग्जाम भी आपने दे दिया, पास कर दिया है, तो देर इज अ हाई चांस, बिकॉज अगेन दिस इज अ वेरी जेनरिक थिंग, दैट उनकी कोर्सेज को बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यू. ठीक है. In the job market also, right? But then we talk about job market, it is not only the paper, the certificate. You have to also display your knowledge. You can't speak out at the right time. Yeah, right. So that is also very, very important aspects. So these are the 10 different aspects, 10 different points, which I felt like sharing it with you, you know, for, to take into consideration when you are pursuing a course relating to a certification or an online course. There are some other fringe aspects also, but by and large, most all these, if you cover all these things while deciding about pursuing a course, uh, you will be landing up in a very good. So many points are there that I have discussed today. You may not be able to take a decision. फिर क्या करें? Then the question may come up कि भाई, there is no one in your uh, known, in your, let's say, friend circle or in your relative circle whom you can ask कि भाई this course is good or not, because everybody has his or own way of judging the course. So I would advise in such a case, use social networks. You go and find information about the course. आपको, you will get it. There is no, और नहीं मिल रहा है, मान लो, even after searching, you yourself tell, is that course worth, जिसके बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं मिल रही है, उस कोर्स को क्यों कर रहे हो फालतू का? पहले जान, better to do those courses which you get to know कि भाई, and that is why I always appreciate भी government related courses कीजिए. बहुत सारे courses available है. Not that private courses or are bad, but if you don't know about the offerer, you generally you can go for that. Now यहाँ पर दो तीन चीजें और important चीजें जो मुझे लगता है मैं मिस कर गया, so I will cover it. Whenever you pursue, you take a decision कि finally I'm going to do this course from, let's say, for example, IIT Kanpur or IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay or IIT Roorkee, for example, or I am Ahmedabad or I am Bangalore, कहीं से भी. Okay? Try to find out who is the trainer or who is the person who is offering the course. जो ट्यूटर बोलते हैं, जो फैकल्टी जो उसको कोर्स में पढ़ाएगा, that's very important. Try to find out what is the style of teaching of that person. जैसे ट्यूशन पढ़ने जाते हैं, तो अगर ट्यूशन मास्टर बढ़िया नहीं हुआ तो आप कैसे सीखोगे? जरूरी नहीं है कि प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूशन का है तो वो बहुत अच्छा ही होगा. सर्टिफिकेट की वैल्यू होगी, देयर इज नो डाउट, बट उनका स्टाइल शायद आपको सूट ना करे. पता कैसे चलेगा? सोशल नेटवर्क्स, लिंक्डइन इज देयर, फेसबुक इज देयर. ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट रिव्यूज ऑफ दोस कोर्सेस. ठीक है. एंड वेदर देयर टीचिंग स्टाइल इज सच दैट यू कैन take it in that way, because many times I've seen, me as well as my faculty colleagues, what we have observed, we have seen is that people have pursued, they have spent a good amount of money, 7-8 lakhs they've spent on pursuing a course from a foreign, very top class reputed institution in operations management, in HR analytics, and I won't get into the name game, but then they did it, they got the certification and all that, but they have all again registered for, our course. When I asked you what is the problem, I said एसएमपी समझ में नहीं आया, इंग्लिश एसएमपी. तो देसी लोगों के लिए approach a देसी, then in that case I would suggest better to approach a because Indian courses offered by Indian premium institutions will mostly be, you will find it more comfortable. Again, it varies from person to person. because Indian teachers understand Indian students very well. Okay. So accent issue is always there. Accent issue, what we call it as, right? जापानीज मान लो कुछ बताएगा, वो अपने टोन में बताएगा, आपको समझ में आ गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, नहीं आया तो हो गया गड़बड़। ठीक है ना, तो पूरा कोर्स तो आप वो तो टोन तो नहीं बदल सकता आपके लिए। ठीक है, बट देसी वाले आपको इंग्लिश में समझाएगा, ज्यादा नहीं समझ में आया तो फिर वो हिंदी में या अपने रीजनल लैंग्वेज में उतराएगा अगर उसको पता होगा। उसका पर्पस अलग है, उसका पर्पस है किसी भी तरीके से आपको सिखाना। पढ़ने वाले का तो वो अपने लैंग्वेज में चालू हो जाएगा। ठीक है ना, तो ये होता है, बहुत बार ये होता है। सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ये भी पता कैसे चले। सो पता है, एज आई सेड कि भाई आप किसी एक टीचर को पकड़ लीजिए जो प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूशन से है, थ्रू सोशल नेटवर्क्स यू कैन टेक एनआईटी, आईआईटी, आईएम्स, कहीं भी, मतलब जो यू नो दैट पर्सन इज लर्नेड, यू नो द पर्सन हैज गॉट अ वास्ट, किसी को भी, ठीक है, एंड सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड अगर बंदा होगा तो और भी अच्छा, उनसे एक बार बात करने में कोई हर्ज नहीं। whether whatever decision you take is your choice, but talk to them, try to get a feedback of that course, and try to find out feedback of the course के previous batches में कैसा feedback रहा, social networks में वो पता चल जाता है। ठीक है, so that way you know the success rate of the course, or you know the learning experience from the course will be much 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 higher as compared to अनजाने में चले जाना। then it becomes a matter of you know risk। आपने कोर्स तो कर लिया, कागज भी मिल गया, सर्टिफिकेशन भी मिल गया, बट समझ में उतना ज्यादा नहीं आया, तो वो थोड़ा सा जो है अनकंफर्टेबल सिचुएशन हो जाता है। सो आई थिंक स्पोकन enough lot now। if you have any query, you can ask it in English, Hindi, whichever language you are comfortable, you can ask, you can write it down. Sorry, ask means write it down. So and, I would be happy to respond to your questions.